Inside Belloc's tent in Zafaria, there is a golden idol, which the idol is based off the Chichapoan fraternity idol in the film Raiders of the Lost Ark. The side quest, the Bruncheon Club in Wisteria, is a reference to the movie The Breakfast Club. There's a quest in Caramel called Nana 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 Petman, which is a reference to the 1960s Batman TV show. There is an NPC in Mirage called Pally Pac-Man, which is a reference to the video game character Pac-Man. Same with Madame Pac-Man, which is a reference to Miss Pac-Man. This NPC in Chrysalis, Zerg Rush, is a reference to Zerg Rush, a strat in StarCraft, which basically is a bunch of bugs attacking the enemy. The quest Crystal Command given by Al-Hazred, which is the quest to get the level 48 balance spell Power Nova, there is a reference to Superman. During that quest, you talk to an NPC named Jared Banks, which he does say something about Kent and a green stone, which is reference to Clark Kent and Kryptonite. Let's not stop there with the DC references. A lot of the Imperial bosses' names are a reference to some of the villains in DC, such as Bane or whatever you pronounce it. It's based off Bane. Admiral Dent, which is based off Harvey Dent. The Quizzler being the Riddler. Cat Lady being Catwoman. Poison Oak being based off Poison Ivy. The Lee Penguin being based off the Penguin, of course. And Killer Croc being based off Killer Croc. And of course, a more newer one. The New World Lemuria, the final boss room is called the Hall of Heroes, which is a reference to the Hall of Justice. Inside the Pet Pavilion, there is a pet shop with 2 people in it. These 2 people are all called the Pet Shoppy Boys. This is a reference to the British pop duo called Pet Shop Boys. Inside the Portico, there is an instance quest called The Dark Side of the Moon, which is a reference to Pink Floyd's album The Dark Side of the Moon. Every couple months, the professor shows up in the Commons. He is based off the Doctor in Doctor Who. Basically, the professor gives the 5-box quest. In all 5 boxes, there is an NPC named Rose Piper, which sells crafting recipes. She is based off of one of the Doctor's companions, Rose Tyler. After you defeat the Ice Angler in Chrysalis, he says these words, which is a reference to Frozen. In the quest Istanbul was a Constantinople, one of the NPCs you interact with says, "Hey, aren't you a little short for a guard?" This is a reference to Star Wars, where Leia says to Luke Skywalker,
"Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?"
There's a quest in Caramel called The Cabal Strikes Back, which is a reference to Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. There is a quest in Unicorn Way called Saving Private Orion, which is a reference to the movie Saving Private Ryan. Also, there's a quest in Dragonspire called The Final Countdown, which is a reference to The Final Countdown by the rock band Europe.